So welcome back. This is another episode of my desert super broken Minecraft. I don't know. I need a better name for it. But yeah, in case you're just joining, what we're doing is we are playing super flat Minecraft in a permanently dark world. And we do that by disabling the day-night cycle. So there's still game ticks. I originally screwed up, and I originally tried to do this by stopping game ticks, but then nothing happens. Like nothing moves, nothing, crops don't grow, nothing. So it's a bit ridiculous. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting up a cheap little iron farm, one that I know how to make on ground level. I know most people do theirs up in the sky, but this is just like a little starter farm. And honestly, like I've said in previous videos, it more than suits my purposes. It's yeah, it pretty soon I'll have all the iron I could need for tools, armor, golems galore. So like in the last series, I was literally unable to burn through all my iron making golems and having golems fight the time trials for me. So, but getting off subject, sorry about that. A couple of the differences of a nighttime super flat is, well, the biggest difference is, of course, there's mobs out there in the darkness. The night is full of terrors. There's no sunrise to ever burn them off. The moon stays at that fixed point in the sky. It doesn't progress. But the biggest obstacle is that because there's no day-night cycle, villager trades do not, they don't refresh. So you can still get villagers to, make trades with you, but once they buy all they're going to buy of a particular item, that's it. They are not ever going to buy more of that item. It never refreshes. So that's a big challenge, because I'll be honest, like I got through most of my villager trades just by buying, or sorry, by trading iron for emeralds over and over and over again, or sticks for emeralds, or carrots, potatoes, etc. I never even bothered with the intermediate trades. So it's going to be impossible, or nearly impossible, to get some of the master trades, simply because the intermediate trades are just too hard to get. So too hard to acquire. So for instance, paper. I haven't seen one single sugar cane so far. Now, I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, and that's entirely possible, I do believe that you can get sugar cane from a wandering trader. But I mean, that's just good luck. You know what I'm saying? That could take quite a long time. I was tempted to push him in here. Basically, this is just making a little holding spot. I'm using the signs to hold a little block of lava, and that lava is going to kill any golems that spawn in this area. This works pretty good for me. I've had a lot of trouble with some other iron farms, because the golem tends to just spawn willy-nilly, like inside the walls and things like that. So I like this one a lot better. I mean, this is my best guess. I don't know, so don't hold me to this, but it does seem that, it seems that when you have a chamber like this, a kill chamber, and you put some glass and some, a double chest at the bottom, it seems that the golem recognizes that chest as a block it can spawn on, and so thus they get stuck in the walls a lot. I try to make one out of tough blocks, tough bricks, I should say. Tough bricks? Maybe it's deep. No, I think it was tough bricks. Whatever the time trials are made out of, their walls, their exterior walls. whatever that is. I tried to make a farm out of that, and the golem wasn't even spawning on top of the chest. It was just spawning in the tough blocks over and over and over again. So this part's going to be a little boring because I am excavating. I don't need to do this, but I would like to have a good source of sand and glass without destroying my area. So I might as well kind of take advantage of the fact that I'm making this iron farm to excavate. Because my eventual plan is, that's why you see this line of torches, is I'm trying to create a obstacle free 40 by 40 perimeter around. I guess it's not 40 by 40. It would be like what is that, 81 by 81 square, with this bell at the center. So the reason for that is that the wandering trader tends to spawn and immediately, within 40 blocks of that bell, tends to spawn and immediately make his way towards that bell. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to elevate all my farms. That's why you got a tree farm in the sky. Well, not in the sky, but above ground. You got all these things going on above ground. Eventually I'm going to move everything up to the level above me, 3 blocks above me, so that wandering traders are totally unencumbered. Eventually I'll probably make a spawning platform. I've seen seen tutorials on how to do that for super flat worlds. How you I gotta do this so that my chest can open. I I know I'm gonna move it eventually, but just for now, I need to be able to open the chest so I can put items in it to smelt. So you'll see what I mean when I finish building it. It's gonna go right up to the ceiling. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So just early game, I'm trying to design my beginning city with the wandering trader in mind, because in previous worlds, especially the very first one that I did as like a test run that's no longer up on YouTube, the one that the Wither destroyed, you've heard me talk about that probably if you've watched any of these videos. Yeah, the Wither just utterly annihilated it. Annihilated it? Is that annihilated it? Okay. Anyways, English is hard. But yeah, so yeah, the Wither totally destroyed it. And why am I spawning so many golems around here? All these wild golems. I guess they're spawning just because I've got these villagers sleeping right here. But these, I'm going to use stop using wood. I'm going to use some lava as my fuel source, since it's literally everywhere. I mean, I haven't even gone to the nether. There's a local pool of it just a few feet away, about 60 blocks away, or 50 blocks away. And then there's several surrounding this little city. So yeah, that's a good source of lava. It's at least 2 blocks deep, possibly 3. What's going on here? Oh, they're spawning. That's what's going on. They're spawning outside of. So I haven't finished this. I need to focus and concentrate on the task at hand. I have a very, very bad focus problem. I tend to wander mentally, get off topic too easy. So I do apologize. It's something I'm working on, but I know it makes for a distracting video at times, and I apologize for that. Maybe distracting is not the word. Screw it. Anyway, see, I'm getting off topic again right now. I'm getting off topic talking about getting off topic. I am covering the bottom of this, as you see, with slabs, because believe it or not, iron golems can spawn right on top of bedrock. So yeah, that kind of surprised me. So bottom slabs stop that. They prevent that. In case you're wondering, the little box where the oh my god, brain cannot work tonight. what else is new, right? The little box where the villagers, where the three panicking villagers are kept, is you basically go out. I think the tutorial said 8, but I don't think that's quite right because I've seen golems spawning, you know, right around that. So I always do 10 just to be sure, and it works like flawlessly. I mean, I've never had an issue. Once I get this completed and all slapped up, every single golem will spawn in that kill chamber. So, because yeah, if you got your golem spawning everywhere and you've got to constantly correct for that, it's a pain in the ass. It really is. You know, because you won't realize that your iron farm has stopped producing, and you've got to go hunt down that golem. Sometimes it's wandered out of sight, and it's in a nearby cave, and because it's still close enough, it's preventing your iron farm from working. So I love how the lava, like when you use bottom slabs, it just kind of like hovers like that, which doesn't connect to the ground exactly, which is weird because when people walk on it, like I'm walking on it, the golem's walking on it, we're walking on a bottom slab just fine. But you try to place a block, that happens. It hovers. It will never touch the ground. Bizarre. So must be something intentional with the game. A second. I'm also trying to find a like an accessory series to this. Something else to do if I get burned out on this, because I found myself getting a little burned out on the last series. Because you have enormous progress in the first episode or two, and then it kind of becomes a grind. And I know that's not the most entertaining of content, and I do apologize for that. God, that's scary. I'm doing the commentary on this like post mortem, and it still scares me. Like I still feel my my sphincter tense up every time I see an iron golem coming at me. So yeah, same thing with creepers. I don't think I'll ever overcome my fear of creepers. Anything that can just end your game, and with hardcore just end your series like immediately is a little terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, because you invest all this time into this little world, and when you play hardcore, it's all gone. So, oh Lord, I am toying with the idea. I'm a notorious Elytra hater. I know everybody loves it. I enjoyed it when I first started playing, and someone gave me a set of wings and showed me where I could get rockets, and loved it. It was great. But God, I'm flying. But I've reached the decision, and this is merely a personal decision. It doesn't reflect on anybody else. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own play styles, and so I'm sure some of you will think I'm really stupid for feeling this way, but I gotta say, after I got my Elytra, it diminished the world, because wasn't that I could travel quickly. The traveling quickly was nice. The perspective of it was not nice. The fact that I was just constantly looking down on the world. At first I didn't mind, because it did force me to take that perspective, that third dimension, into mind, to be conscious of that when I'm building. But yeah, it makes so many things like pointless, such as railroads, mine carts on tracks, horses, even boats. So like you think of all the fantastic boat highways, ice boat highways and bridges. It's just nobody does those, because I won't say nobody does those. People that have industrial farms and whatnot. elytra. That's driving me crazy. Sorry. Um, elytra, however you say it, is it's just not for me. It's just my personal taste in the game. I'm not a fan. So I'm debating. Excuse me. Sorry, that was gross. I just belched. I'm debating whether or not, should I get to the. I know I'm going to get to the end. That's not really a question. But should I defeat the dragon? Which is by no means guaranteed because I've never done it on my own. Every time I've been present when a dragon's been defeated, I've died. So I'm not playing when I say I'm bad at this game. I am bad at this game. I'm not good. Um, I'm not one of these professional Minecrafters that's like, oh my god, this is so dangerous, I could die. And you know that they're not going to die. You know they've been playing this game for 15 years, and they've mastered every single aspect of it. They're pretending to be in danger for their viewers. Not pretending. I am truly terrible at this game. I wish that weren't the case. Hopefully one day it won't be the case. But yeah, I'm not good. That's nothing to brag about. I don't want anyone to be disappointed. If you invest your time watching, this series, and you're like, what the hell? I was all excited for that was weird. Did y'all see that? It was like a glitch in the Matrix or something. It was like light coming out of that sand. Um, yeah, I don't want y'all to be disappointed, and look forward to this post-dragon game and building process, because I got some good ideas for stuff that I can do. I, if I have any skill whatsoever, I think I'm a pretty decent builder. Maybe not fantastic, but for the let's put it this way, for the amount of time that I've been playing, I think I'm a pretty decent builder. You know, I think that's like my strong area. Maybe it's nowhere near as strong as yours. It's probably not. Like I said, I'm pretty bad at this game, but if someone said, okay, what's your strength? What are you good at in Minecraft? I would say that. I would say that's my strongest strength. So, uh, which isn't, obviously it's not saying much. Lava kind of terrifies me. So I'm going to cover that up in a little bit. You'll see. Put some of these bottom slabs to use. You see me using my shears on the glowberries. That's because, don't laugh, okay? Nobody was watching you learn this game, but that's because I thought you had to use shears on glowberries. I thought it was like the vines, like the vines that come off of jungle trees. If you break them with your fist, you just lose the vine. Or leaves. I was under the impression it was like that. So I've been using shears on blueberries to harvest the berries. I was unaware that you could simply just use your hand to gather the blueberries. I was also unaware that you can break the bush, whatever it's called, the vine, above the berry you want and still get the berry. So, learn something new every day. Like I said, don't laugh, okay? I'm sure all of us have done some pretty dumb things as far as this game's concerned. I don't even want to tell you how many horses I accidentally killed and injured, just trying to get on them. It didn't dawn on me that my hand had to be empty. I can't tell you how many villagers I've accidentally chopped with my axe or my sword. Just trying to trade. So it happens. There we go. There's our first gain, so to speak. A couple more slabs for that last little corner there. Yeah, you're gonna see me, use the shears over and over again on these glowberry vines. I didn't know better. So, but Um, yeah, currently, right now, I'm trying to rack my brain and come up with, this is just so I can easily access the, access, not access. This is so I can easily access the chest with the, iron. So, there we go. I don't want to, knowing my my parkour abilities or lack thereof. Oh, that's nice. Look at all that glass I got. Love it. Tons of glass. I did toy with it since it's a desert world. I toyed with the idea of encircling this city with like a glass wall, but seeing how big I had to make this, can you imagine how boring that would be? Seeing me just mine out sand nonstop for hours to smelt, you know. So yeah, um, I know there's like some boring parts in these episodes, maybe a lot of boring parts in these episodes, but I do want y'all to know that I do try to you know, keep future potential viewers in mind as I do this, because hopefully one day there's somebody in there. Okay, we still got. I thought I got all these villagers out of here. Man, I am lucky that. Come back here. There's a lot. There's a lot of villagers. I am so lucky that zombies didn't just bust down their doors. Did I tell you about that? I can't remember if I told you all about that or not. That was terrifying. It makes this really loud noise. It's like, it's about as loud as oh my god, when a zombie becomes drowned. Oh my god, that shit is loud. Like I'm not prone to jump scares, but when you're playing this nice little quiet, relaxing game, and all of a sudden there's this horrifying noise. Yeah, man, it makes your heart skip a beat. At least mine does. You gotta be smart, destroy that cactus so my blocks don't land on it. I've learned that much. Cactuses destroy just about anything that touches them. Or maybe they do destroy everything that touches them. I think it is everything that touches them. Probably even netherite. Well, that'd be interesting. I've made a redstone trash can before where, yeah, you just open a chest, you pop stuff in it, and it click, 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 you know, drops it in, it's not my design, it's somebody else's design. But yeah, you've got like a dropper, and it just spits it into lava. I can't imagine a scenario where I'd want to destroy netherite, but yeah, I guess that would be a case where it would linger for 5 minutes or whatever, you know, as long as it takes to despawn. I think it would linger for a while, but yeah, I'm just proud of myself for figuring that out. One case where cactus is superior to lava. Yeah, I think I said in a previous video, I'm just trying to get rid of all these blind spots, and also because I'm going to be building a massive platform 3 blocks over the ground, I'm going to need a lot of blocks. I mean, do the math, man. 80 times 80, that's what, 640, right? That's like 10 stacks of blocks. That's a lot of smooth stone. So, oh wait, no. Oh my god, 80 times 80. I'm so bad at math sometimes. Sometimes I'm good at math. That was not one of those cases, and it's recorded for all eternity. 80 times 80 is not 640. It's 6,400. So that would be 100 stacks of blocks. That is a lot of blocks. Oh my god. Especially considering these houses are like maybe 1 stack. So I'm going to burn through all of that and then some. I'm gonna have to make some of my own. There is one point think it's in this video where I freeze up for a minute. Oh, you little bastard. I saw you sneak in there. Got a dark spot over there. Just dark enough for him to spawn. Yep. Yeah, but see how the iron golems are always spawning inside that kill chamber? Love it. There we go. Yeah, I get a little careless sometimes with the torches now that they lowered the spawn light level to what? 0. It's got to be all the way to 0 for anything for a monster to spawn. So I'm still used to that 7. I believe it was 7 before, and I used to put like a torch every 5 blocks. Man, I used to go crazy with it. And then I kind of overcompensated. To be overcompensated. Overcompensate. I think that's tough. Isn't that tough? I guess since we're technically so low in the world, that's where it's gonna spawn. But that's interesting that it does spawn because, as I showed you, I turned off all stone. It should be just 3 levels of sand and bedrock. That's it. So, kind of interesting that we're getting a little bit of variety. Oh, before I forget, yeah, because I started to say something earlier, and then I totally had a brain fart and lost my train of thought. I'm looking for a world that I can kind of do in tandem with this, just so I don't get burned out, but also when I do eventually die, because let's be honest, I will eventually die. It's just a given. I'm really going to be super prepared when I take a shot at the Ender Dragon. I'll probably even practice water bucket clutches, because I'm horrible at that. I know you can catch yourself with a nicely timed water bucket. And I've got a good connection, and a good computer, so I just don't have the skill. So I've got to gain the skill to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best, guys. I'm going to really practice. I'm gonna train like Goku. No, fuck that. I'm gonna train like Vegeta. I'm gonna train like Vegeta, and I'm gonna be as ready as I possibly can. I'm gonna even do some like breathing exercises so I don't panic, because panic is almost always what gets me. When you panic, you can't think straight. At least I can't. I can't panic and obtain any kind of rational thought. So, yeah, I almost demolished this entire village, though. This is pretty cool. As I say, oh yeah, another series. So, I love this desert world. I'm not at all sick of it. Okay, as things stand right now, but I would like to have a little variety. I'd like to be able to bounce from one world to the other, and also what that'll allow me to do is when I do eventually die, because it'll happen. Like I said, I'm not good at this game, but you know, things happen, man. Someone distracts you, you get an emergency phone call, you know, relatives in the hospital, something, anything could pop up. And as much as I love this game, I don't love it that much. Real life is always going to come before Minecraft. If it doesn't, then I need to walk away because I've become addicted to something. That's not healthy, you know. I got very, very addicted to World of Warcraft. WoW, like early on, and I don't. What the hell? Oh yeah, that. This is rabbit meat and leather. For some reason, I have no idea what killed rabbits. I guess rabbits have natural predators in the desert. Maybe a skeleton shot it or something. I don't know. I'll have to research that. But yeah, it took me a moment when I first found that to figure out what the hell that was. I was like, is that a chicken? Is that deformed chicken? because I've never seen rabbit meat before. So, um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So I had a really bad addiction to World of Warcraft right around the Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King era, and on into Cataclysm. Thankfully, Warlords of Draenor, whatever, I can't even say it because I didn't bother playing very long. Thankfully, that expansion was such garbage that and I'm sorry to any fans of that expansion, but thankfully that one was I personally did not like it, and it was just what I needed to break the spell and escape World of Warcraft. Because honestly, it was a great game in the beginning. But you know, let's face it, there was definitely some diminishing returns going on. I really enjoyed Cataclysm. Um, yeah, Cataclysm was a lot of fun for me. I know a lot of people are highly critical of it because, especially people that um, started off playing, classic, what they call it, vanilla WoW. They really didn't like Cataclysm changing the old world, and I get that. I totally understand that. You have memories of these areas, and now these areas are gone forever, and you can't get them back. They should have included a way to like deal with that. That's what I think really drove people away from World of Warcraft, was that it didn't matter if you didn't buy the new expansion. The world changed regardless. Like if you just wanted to play classic WoW, well, you didn't really have a choice. There was going to be all these events taking place, zombie invasions, scourge invasions is what they're called. There's going to be all these things taking place that even even though you didn't, buy the expansion, you didn't sign up for your world to change. It's going to change regardless. And I really think they should have I really think they should have just sort of let people play at the level they were comfortable with. Like if people just wanted to play classic, they should have respected that. They shouldn't have forced everybody to play Burning Crusade. But in all fairness, Burning Crusade was epic. It's probably most people's favorite expansion. Mine is probably Wrath of the Lich King because that's really where I came into my own. Though story wise, Wrath of the Lich King is my favorite. But that was a little piece of iron. Not that I need it, but still, that's cool. Well, might keep that as a decorative block if I get some silk books out of the time trial. I got a ton of silk books for some reason. I guess it's a real common loot drop in the time trials. I'm there I go again. I'm getting distracted. Yeah. So I personally like story wise, Wrath of the Lich King is like god tier storytelling. It's amazing. Loved it. Okay, loved it. Loved the cinematics, loved the story, loved the progression. I'm not a big raider, and in fact, I could probably count on both hands the number of raids I've done with people. I typically am a solo player, so the raids that I've done, that I've completed, are almost all much easier raids. Like you get to level 80, you go back and you do a level 60 raid, and you solo it. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. But as far as like doing the raids when they're the current content, no, no, not into that. I tried it a couple times. I was so incredibly bored. Um, and I didn't even get good gear. Like I saw, oh my god, here's a piece of gear for my hunter, and it's amazing. Oh, but there's like seven other hunters, and that's an exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. It's like I never ever could get any decent gear, and honestly, I really resented the and for some people, it's the bee's knees. You know, some people love raiding. I get it. I respect it. But I'm just saying, for me personally, God, that got dark. For me personally, yeah, just not my cup of tea, man. Not my cup of tea. Cause you get some better gear. Um, but you spend you're spending all your time waiting for this chance to get some better gear. And of course, I'm not like a hardcore player. I'm much more of a casual player who just enjoys playing. I enjoy dying. I enjoy losing my stuff. You know, I don't stress over these games like some people do. And I would literally have some like 10-year-old yelling at me, screaming at me that I don't know my proper rotation. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? You really? Yeah, it's just, it drives you crazy. Because what's going through my mind is like, I wish to God I could teleport you in front of me so I could just choke you out for a couple seconds just to put the fear of God in you. I don't want to hurt children, but like, I never, I sound like an old man now, but I never would have yelled at somebody, um, an adult, as a child. It's like, who the, I'm gonna curse you, excuse me, but who the fuck do these kids think they are? And who the fuck raised them to be such irritating, just, classless pieces of shit? Like, fuck your game, fuck your rotation, fuck your rules, and fuck you. You know? I I burned a few bridges as far as raids are concerned because somebody would inevitably freak out, you know, and that's why I just played DPS. I never wanted to play, a tank or a healer. Although I did do some, I did like healing for, like 5-party dungeons, you know? Not raids, but just regular 5. That's pretty simple. That I could manage. Because healing is pretty much, there's some differences, but it's very similar from one class, well, not one class, but one race to the next. Um, you know, basically you've got your AOE heals. You're really just, if you got a good tank, you should only have to focus on them primarily, and pop off an AOE heal for collateral damage the group is taking. Then maybe there's like one dangerous period in the dungeon. So yeah, raids are just, it's just like I said. I know people love them, but it's just, why am I've got 3 hours before I gotta be at work. I don't want to spend them waiting, because you're looking at the clock, you're stressing. You're like, okay, if we start the raid now, you can still, get through it. And then eventually, you're watching that clock, just because, people, they gotta go do something. Their mom wants them. Their wife is, they got wife aggro, wifey needs something, it's just, oh my God, it's just, like I said, just not for me. I was much more, hey, check it out. This is what we're talking about. And he's got a birch sapling. Woohoo. Of course, it's 5 emeralds. It's a little steep. I think I already had one. Trying to remember. I really need pumpkin seeds. Oh my God, I need pumpkin seeds so bad. That's why I wanted to go to the Nether, because there's like shroom lights, and I can either use pumpkins or I can use the shroom lights. I think the shroom lights will probably look a little better, but put them in the floor of this raised level that I'm building, and then you light up the bottom and the top, and it's a spawnable block, so things, wandering traders, iron golems, whatever, everything can spawn on top of it. Yeah, I think that's how I want to go. I think that's how I want to go. If this was a savanna, I would roll with pumpkins because orange planks and pumpkins go together great. They look fantastic. Very hard to, well, it's not very hard to tell the two apart, but it's not. So, but yeah, see how he came right to the bell? Love it. But yeah, he's invisible, but you can still see his trades by right clicking where the leads point to, where those bubble particles are. Yeah, this is a boner move on my part. I was trying to see if I could use a lead to pull them into the there you go, into the pit. That reminds me, in the present of this world, I really need a nether portal. Just in case I do get a good wandering trader, then I can push him through the portal and save him. For those that don't know, that's like a little cheat. As normally these wandering traders, they stick around for a little bit, and then they and the llamas despawn. But if you send them to the nether, the nether only advances, right, when somebody's in there. So in a single player super flat world, you can vastly extend the lifespans of these wandering traders. And in fact, in a recent previous game, I had, I want to say like 5 or 6, I think it was 5 wandering traders. So, and I'm iffy on whether their trades refresh. I think they might eventually, but sometimes you just don't have. Even if they don't, sometimes you just don't have all the emeralds you need, and it's great to be able to stick them in the nether and kind of forget about them for a while until you get the emeralds you need, and not be racing around in a panic trying to get emeralds. So, excuse me. Yeah, this lava's pretty deep. Interesting to see what all is underneath it once I harvest it all. But yeah, I think I'll do that in the present. This episode is a couple days old. Just haven't had a chance to record audio for it because I've been a little sick. If you're following my videos, I think I said, oh, I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice. It's still a little scratchy. It's getting better, but yeah, I was sick. I was in that nether region where you kind of like limbo, where you think you might be sick, but you're not certain yet. So yeah, I love llamas. I don't know what it is about them. They're just so adorable. So I'm gonna breed you. Yeah, make a baby. All right. Yeah, I need those shroom lights. I think they. I don't know much about the new nether biomes because that kind of released in a period between my play sessions. Um, I couldn't play this game for 3 years because I've been hospitalized. Well, hospitalized and in rehab for a very long time. So I had a laptop for my current computer, and it just it just eh, it just wasn't working out. I tried to play Minecraft. It was just too weird. I had a little touchpad. A friend of mine was like, "Oh, just get you a little mouse and plug it in there." I wasn't feeling it. I was in a very dark place, I wasn't happy with my progress. Healing was taking forever. So this is quite dangerous. If I fall into a little puddle of lava, that's the end. I don't have the the reaction speed needed to get myself out of jams like that. I always panic, try to swim out of it, doesn't work. I forget why I'm staring at the screen here. I think I had to use the bathroom. But yeah, you know. Good news is, I'm up and about, uh, getting a little stronger every day. I'll probably never be 100%, but you know, man, after being stuck in a bed for years, even 90% is a blessing, or 80%, whatever. It's a blessing. So I can somewhat take care of myself. Uh, but anyways, the point of me bringing that up was not to depress myself or anybody. I'm very grateful to be alive. But the point of bringing that up was that my knowledge of Minecraft has holes in it, much like Swiss cheese. Um, I started playing. Well, the first time I played was right after the aquatic update, whatever that was, when they added like sea life and kelp and stuff like that. So that was like the very first time I played years and years ago, and I really liked it. I was like, oh man, this game's amazing, you know. And then life, tends to get in the way. Things crop up. Um, you know, had some girlfriend problems, and you know, like I said, life gets in the way. Can't always play Minecraft whenever you feel like it. But yeah. So I know about the Nether updates. I know about the the new biomes. I know about tough and deep slate. I know they've changed iron to spawn more commonly at higher altitudes. Pretty much spawns everywhere it seems, but I think it spawns a lot at high altitudes. Uh, but yeah, I don't have like I know some things. I just don't have a lot of practice. I've never beat what do you call it, that the screeching thing, in the deep dark. It is a oh, oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. The sonic blast. I keep thinking wither, but it's not wither. um I've beat withers on my own, but always in a controlled environment. I've never I've never beat one out in the open, and I seriously underestimated that last one on my super flat one. I cannot believe I did that. I was making such amazing progress. I was gonna build me a mountain with lava casting. I had started doing that. It's gonna terraform the entire area. Make it look like a regular world with it super flat. And one wither, man, one wither. I just headed over to my to my base, and it just laid waste to all my villagers, a lot of my structures, most of my farms. Just anywhere there was a villager, it just destroyed everything. So I could have fixed it. I could have rebuilt, you know. But honestly, rather than let it get me too depressed, I had been thinking about doing a night only world, just at night. And let's get these. I'm gonna relocate these guys out of the 40 by the 80 by 80 perimeter, so that they're not blocking the wandering trader. Oh, that's so cute. We got one of each of the babies. Got a little tan one. Got a white one. So yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoy your new home. Oh, oh yeah. I remember. This stumped me for a minute. I was like, how did he spawn outside of the kill chamber? but he didn't spawn outside the kill chamber. That's one of those wandering golems that just found his way. Remember there was a couple wandering around? Yeah, he just wandered in there, and because he's so close to it, it won't spawn any more golems, so I gotta kill his ass. Sorry for the language, sorry. But really should put a ladder in here so that I don't have to keep doing this every single time. Yeah, we're almost done with this episode. I didn't really make a whole lot of progress, but it was nice talking to you guys. The next video, I think it's the next video. I make a lot of progress. So, well, what I define as a lot of progress. So I think y'all will be happy with that. But yeah, if you've got a secret gaming addiction that you're ashamed of, I'm not ashamed of my my Warcraft addiction, but it's just I see it now for what it was. It wasn't healthy, and oh, this scared me. I paid 5 emeralds for a single sapling, and that's all I got. I got 1 sapling back. That's it. It didn't produce any extras, so I've already killed the wandering trader, so that has me a little worried. In a future episode, you get to see this area from that desert temple in the sky, and it's really pretty. That's the main reason I wanted to do a nighttime super flat world, is because once I get all the supplies and everything I need, once I got my farms going, I am going to decorate with light. You know, I'm going to sculpt my little city with light in the darkness. So I think lights at night are so beautiful in Minecraft. I think it's really a big missed opportunity. That's why I came over here. I came over for this dirt. I want this dirt. Dirt is extremely scarce in this world, so I should take that too. Ooh, shit. Scared me. I forgot about him, yeah. He was just ready to roll up in there. Be nice to eventually get some cows. Having better saturation is really, really nice. Okay. Some more emeralds. Really should have taken that chest. I don't know what I was thinking there. Yeah, I'm a little sadistic. I love killing stuff with lava. If I need to, I can eventually bring these villagers, transport these villagers to my base. So I'm making sure to close the doors behind me. I know once I run out of this area, they'll be, you know, out of range to be active, but still. Poor guys running around. Just die. I hate the baby zombies. I always forget that I've got lava, and I try to sword them down, you know. That's what ends up getting killed most of the time. But yeah. I just wanted to check out those houses real quick. Make sure I wasn't leaving, you know, any emeralds or any tools on the table. I would really, really love to get some, find some pumpkin seeds, or Jeez, man. Uh, some diamonds, a diamond pickaxe. You know, all of that would be so amazing. I can't complain though. I really, really got, if you watched the first episode, I got such an amazing start to this world with the saplings. Oh my god. You notice I haven't found any since.